camera is still closed because it needs to be. Don't worry about my desk. I'm getting that fixed. When? I don't know. But it's coming. Alright. Huge streamer event disaster. Now this is in regards to the Kai situation, Kai Phantom situation. You know what I'm saying? The riot that was incited, and yeah, we're gonna see what Penguins has to say about it. I keep forgetting his other name. What's his other name? I just looked it up the other day. Is it still in my search? Let's not worry about that. Let's do it.
So big that it actually got my dad to text me about it, and that's not something he usually does. The only time he ever texts me about news is when it involves aliens, or even something adjacent, like remotely related to aliens. He'll be like, "Hey bud, you see that new discovery at the pyramids? It's aliens, Charles, aliens." And I'm like, "Dad, they just found an old rock. It's not anything to do about aliens." It's like, "Aliens!" caps locked. But
wait, is my screen good? Wait, why does it? It doesn't. Oh, okay.
So big that even my dad has become
aware
of
it was zooming in on his
One of the
thing.
biggest streamers in the world, Kai Cenat, announced he was doing a giveaway at Union Square in New York City. And things got way out of hand. This shit went insano style real quick. It ended up going into complete pandemonium and chaos. And people were like scrambling to get out of there because things got like dangerous with cars being climbed on top of and windows busted out. Like, it was go-go gadget, get the fuck out of...
Now, that was crazy. I seen that. I seen those clips, and those were the most insane clips I've ever seen in my life. Like, all done for what? What was it all done for? Why was y'all out there doing that? And it was mostly black people that I seen. I don't want to bring race into it, but it was mostly black people that I seen doing it. What's up? We're supposed to come together, unite as one, and show people why we're strong, why supporting each other is important, and why we do it, and whatever. But that was not it. It was not it, bro. It wasn't it.
New York, if you happen to be going to this giveaway here expecting to get anything other than your ass beat, basically. There's tons of videos.
Oh yeah, the giveaway in person was dumb. Dumb as hell, too. Dumb. Like, it was definitely better. It definitely would have been better being done virtually rather than doing it in person, because, bro, it's easy to get your stuff taken. You know what I'm saying? Somebody can get it. You know the people gonna be jealous. Something can happen to them. They can get jumped. Whatever. You feel me? But
showing
you live and you learn. There's a reason that happened. That this happened.
Like fights that broke out, as well as this like breaking windows of cars. And there was even a part where Kai and his team tried to get away in their vehicle, only for a ton of people to jump on top of it. And they just kept driving with bodies actually flying off of their car.
That is why you're seeing that crowd there chase
This
after.
is insane too.
That's it. That's the vehicle right there that they believe Kai Cenat is in right now.
Cenat.
As Stefan was saying, he was there. He was in the crowd for a little bit of time, but clearly this was an out-of-control crowd. And
I can't show the part where the people start falling off because that might be against YouTube's terms. They didn't get like seriously injured, I don't believe. It's not like they fell off the car and then like blew up, just like gore and body parts flying all over the place, but I'm just gonna play it safe. People do start falling off the car because they're just trying to get away from the madness that happened here. Obviously, this giveaway event went a little differently than Kai and his team anticipated. A few thousand people showed up here, which I don't think they thought would happen. So the event wasn't permitted or sanctioned or anything. Think they team anticipated. A few thousand people showed up here, which I don't think they thought would happen. So the event wasn't permitted.
Madre said a 17-year-old was hospitalized from the initially believed to be a gunshot. What? But ended up being a firework injury. Firework injury? They was sparking fireworks out there? I ain't hear about that. I did not hear about that. I heard it was a riot, but I ain't hear about all that.
committed or sanctioned or anything.
But I should have
And
presumed.
after it was all said and done, there were about 65 arrests and quite a few injuries as well. Kai had apparently advertised this as a huge giveaway, saying that they'd be giving away computers, PlayStation 5s, microphones, keyboards, webcams, gaming chairs. But at the end of the day, the only thing that was given away here was hands. Everyone was catching some fucking hands. There were quite a few videos of fights that were breaking out there, which of course only escalated shit popping off. So not only were vehicles damaged and windows blown out, but some other nearby places were destroyed, like food stands and things like that. So overall, it just got really out of hand really quickly, with so many people showing up for this giveaway. Apparently, the police department even activated a level 4 response, which just sounds terrifying. That sounds like something out of a sci-fi film during an actual invasion event. That is just a horrifying term, a level 4 response. That's like some DEFCON 1 shit. So it's apparently their highest level of disaster response, and earlier they had activated a level 2 to handle crowds. So this sounds like they got the 6th star in GTA
Moist
5,
Critical. That's his name. I can't pause the video.
Highest
Moist Critical, though.
disaster
Okay.
response.
There
That
we go.
sounds like it's usually just reserved for actual apocalyptic events. Like if an EMP detonated in New York or something and they're scrambling at a level 4. So this was a huge deal.
Level 4 is insane.
And it seems that the police department is pulling no punches, because it seems like they are now charging Kai Cenat with at least 2 counts of inciting a riot and unlawful assembly.
Dang.
Yes. The influence is charged. He's going to be charged with
I think
multiple
that was my mom.
counts. At least 2 counts of
I just came in the door.
inciting a riot,
Not
unlawful
part of the
assembly,
riot.
and a few other charges.
Yeah, they're not fucking around here. This was a level 4 interview response. They're not taking this as some kind of light, silly little mistake, an oops-a-daisy moment that they can just move on from and forgive. They're going hard, saying that this was the incitement of a riot. Obviously, that wasn't the goal with the giveaway event here. Kai Cenat and Phantom wanted to do a giveaway event for their communities to come collect some cool shit from them and thank them for the support. It was like a pseudo meet and greet, as I understand it. And even though I believe this whole event came from a place of good intentions, unfortunately, that's just not how it played out today. And while you can't control everyone who goes to your event or anything like that, they do still bear some responsibility here. Because this was an unsanctioned event with no permits, it means they also didn't have a team in place to control the situation to ensure things don't get crazy. And the fact that they didn't anticipate that something like this could happen is a huge miscalculation. There were more miscalculations here today from them than there were on the math section of my SATs. This kind of thing happens a lot at sporting events, where a lot of people, after a big win, get excited, they get super hyped, so when they leave the venue and they're still super excited and hyped, they end up just like destroying things, and that's what happened today. A lot of people gathered in the same location, all really excited and really hyped, and things just got out of control because there wasn't any real planning beforehand to ensure that there were people there to keep things from getting nuts, to the point where even Kai and his team are driving away with people hanging off of their car, falling off. Shit was wild. So
Yeah, no, that was crazy.
this is just a complete lack of
Few security was not going to stop nothing. None of that. Yeah, they should have gotten like higher authority involved with whatever place they were in. It seems like they just found a place. I seen a clip of them finding a place on stream, or like bringing it up on stream. So it seems like they just found a place. Obviously hired the security. Boom, everything was good. They thought.
planning, which led to a catastrophe, really. I'm honestly pretty shocked that this even happened, like the event itself even went on. I just can't believe no one on Kai's team thought for a single second that this might require a little more planning than they had given it. Like, no one thought for a second, like, hey, might want to pump the brakes on this. This isn't exactly the best idea. We'll probably want to put a little more effort into this and get, like, a security team in place, you know, just in case. I don't know how it actually got to this point where they went through with it without having, like, basic security in place or, like, permits or having someone to supply a team to help in case a situation arises. you should expect a huge turnout, especially when you're as successful as Kai and Phantom. Like, you should really expect a ton of people to be there. And in a case like that, why wouldn't you want to just be a little bit safer, even for yourself? Because there could be some real weirdos in there. And there were some weirdos that were hanging off of their car. Like, I just don't...
That's not even the worst part about the weird people that were there. The worst part was jumping on random people's cars and smashing in their windows and all. Like, that was weird. That was really odd. Like, why would niggas do that? Why? It's crazy.
I don't know how it even got to this
It's
point where
crazy,
they
bro.
went through with it without more and deeper planning put into it. But anyway, that's kind of where this story's at right now, and yeah, that's really about it.
Yeah, it's
So,
a Michael Jackson story. I seen somebody say or tweet, AMP's the new Jackson 5. I don't know where that came from, but it might be damn true.